Hey guys, so we are going to swatch every color of the Wet n Wild Silk Finish lipsticks today. This formula, if you have never tried it, is so nice. It's hydrating, glides on beautiful, but because of that, I would definitely recommend using a lip liner so that it doesn't go outside your lip line. And I made myself like a chart of what lip liners that I own go with these. And there was only like one matchup that I wasn't that crazy about, but the rest of them I was fortunate enough to have liners that would go with them. And when I placed this last order, but from Wet n Wild, I ordered the rest of their basic color icon lip liners, and I'm so glad I did because they ended up being a perfect match for some of these shades. So let's start. Oh, by the way, you cannot get every single shade from every single place that sells Wet n Wild. Like some of them I had to get from the Wet n Wild website. Some of them I had to get from the Wet n Wild storefront on Amazon. Some I got from CVS. Some I got from Walmart. So I got them at all different places. And the price is going to fluctuate depending on where you buy them. They'll be anywhere from $1 to $4 and change depending on where you buy them. So, get them at the most affordable place if you can. I am going to start with what is on my lips right now, and that is Sunset Peach. I'm not a peach lipstick girly, but this is my all-time favorite peach lipstick. There's something about this shade that is just so beautiful. And this is 512B. And by the way, speaking of lip liners, if you already have one of these lipsticks or you want to buy one specifically and you want to know which liner I use with that lipstick to get like a really good match, just let me know in the comments section and I will let you know, because it would take me forever to go through all these and tell you what liner I use with each one. It would just be too crazy long of a video. This is Sunset Peach. I know it looks scary, but it doesn't apply that way, as you will see. All right, let me take my watch off so that I have room, because this is a lot of lipsticks. Okay, so as you'll see, and I'm going to do 2 passes. See, that's not so scary once it's on, and that's what it looks like on my lips. But this is the most beautiful peach lipstick I've ever used. And this particular shade you can only get on the Wet n Wild website. You can't buy it in store and you can't get it on Amazon. And I am going to tell you what I use for a liner with this, just because it's something that was at Dollar Tree recently. It's the LA Colors Dual Lip Liner in the shade Pure Magic, and this matches up perfectly with this lipstick because peach liners are nearly impossible to find, but this is the perfect match. And there's only one other peach in this collection, and it's not really even a peach, it's an orange. It's Honolulu is Calling. And you won't see this on me very often because lipstick is definitely not my thing, but let me show you what this looks like. See, and that is definitely an orange. But if you're into orange lipstick, this would be a good one. So that's it for peach and orange. So let's move on. I'm gonna do pinks next. My favorite pink in this range just might be Secret Muse. That's what this looks like. This is a very cool toned mauve type pink. But see how creamy that is? Oh, this formula is just the best, you guys. And if you can get these for $1 or $1 and change, oh my gosh. If you hear a lot of background noise, one of my neighbors has a landscaping company over there right now, and then one of my other neighbors is getting a delivery from a big truck, so Nothing I can do about that. The show must go on. Next one is called Will You Be With Me? And this is a very light pink. So if you like light pinks, it's a cool toned light pink, but isn't that pretty? It's really pretty on too. Some of these I've already worn in videos. If you go back and read the description box on my videos from the last couple of weeks, you'll see some of these listed in the description box because I was only waiting on like 4 colors from that Wet n Wild order. The rest of them I found in stores or ordered from Amazon. The next one is called Dark Pink Frost. And that's what that looks like. And that is definitely a frost finish, which, you know, frost finish used to be a big thing many, many years ago, but it seems to have gone out of favor. But it can be really pretty because it catches the light nice. Okay, the next one is called Nouveau Pink. There was one shade here that was really hard to get, and I don't remember which one it was, but the only way I was able to get it was I had to order a package of 3 from Amazon. That was the only way to get it. So there's one shade in this line that I have 3 of. So, oh my gosh, what happened here? This is messed up. It's got a big gouge on the side of it. I don't know how that happened. Okay, what did I say this was now? I got distracted. Nouveau Pink. Oh, you know what might have happened here? It might have melted because don't forget these things are coming from California, so it may have melted in the heat or something, but oh boy, that's scary. I hope that not too many of them are messed up like that. All right, the next one is called Pink Ice, and this appears to be a frost. It's pink ice. So some of them color-wise are similar, but I think that, you know, there's all different textures or finishes, I should say, in here. So you may have some overlapping color, but chances are if you have the same color again, it would be a different finish. Hot Paris Pink is the next one. And this one is a very reddish pink. And I'm doing 2 passes to try to just make it as even as possible. Okay, the next one is Retro Pink. Yeah, I see a lot of similarities with some of these pinks, so you definitely wouldn't need every single one of the pinks. And the last pink is called Light Berry Frost. So yeah, I definitely see a lot of similar pinks there. Okay, so those are all the peaches, oranges, and pinks. So we're going to have to use the other arm, which means I'm going to be swatching with my left hand. So we'll see how that goes. All right, nude shades. Let's do nudes next. There are 5. The first one is called A Short Affair, and this is it's a pinky nude. Oh boy, this is not even showing up on my pale skin. Let me do. I did 2 more passes and you still can't see it, so Yeah, I don't know what to tell you about that. It's crazy, crazy light. I can't imagine how that would show up on anybody's lips if it's that light. I had that before too, and I don't remember it being that light. The next one is called Breeze. I definitely wore this in a video. This is a very true nude, I would say. Nope. Yeah, that is a very nude nude, if you know what I mean. A very neutral nude. All right, the next one is called Cashmere. And this is a very dark nude. I'm very curious to see how some of these colors are going to look on me because I don't typically wear anything like that dark. It's not the lipstick, guys, it's the person swatching it. I am not ambidextrous, so if I do anything with my left hand, it's hard. All right, the next one is called Java. So this is a coffee colored nude. Definitely coffee. That is exactly the color of coffee. And the last nude is called Mink Brown. Yeah, that's the last one. So that's got a bit of a reddish tone to it, but reddish brown. All right, so those are the nudes, and then we have 8 reds. So it'll be interesting to see if there's any overlap with these in terms of repeat colors. All right, the first one is called Cherry Frost. That doesn't look particularly frosty to me, looking at the finish on that. The next one is called Dark Wine. Wow, that's really pigmented, you guys. I could very clearly see that after the first pass. It really didn't even need 2 passes. Okay, the next one is called Blind Date. This is looks like it's going to be a similar one to the one I just did. No, see, they don't necessarily swatch the color you think they're going to. Boy, what a mess this is going to be to clean up off my arms. All right, the next one is called Raging Red. That's a very true red, I would say. Okay, the next one is called, oh, it's called In the Near Fuchsia. Why did I put it with the reds? Because it is a very red pink. I mean, I don't know, it's fuchsia, but, well, let's see how it looks when it's swatched. All right, so yeah, it's a pink. That should have gone with the pinks In the Near Fuchsia. But it does have a lot of red in it, right? Yeah, so that could go either way, but once you swatch it, it's definitely more pink. All right, the next one is called Just Garnet. The next one is called Hot Red. My arm's going to be just long enough, guys. And this is the darkest red in the bunch. It is called Black Orchid. Wow, that's really, really dark. Okay. So that is the nudes and the reds. So that is every shade of Wet n Wild Silk Finish lipstick. I love these guys. I am so glad that I repurchased these again. And obviously you're going to be seeing these on me a lot um, over the course of the next few months or the next year, actually. And yeah, I know it's a crazy amount of lipsticks, but I do videos every day and I try to switch up my look, so it'll really be handy to have such a wide variety of shades to choose from. Because I can't think of any other lipsticks that I own where I have every single one in the line. And I was able to get a matchup for the liners. That one that has a big chunk missing out of the side, I'm going to have to look and see. I hope that's not, well, actually, I was going to say I hope that's not the one I have three of, but maybe I do hope that it is that one. That way I can just put this one aside and pull one of the others, but I don't think that's the shade that I got three of, but I'll have to look. Because, yeah, that it looks like it melted in the course of the delivery. All right, I will see you in the next one. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not already, and thanks for watching. Bye, guys.